Alrighty, y'all. So it's your boy Zxous, and we are back. Obviously, today Anchor ended up coming out and is officially in the game. Shout outs to my boy Ricky again, because we are on Ricky's account for the Anchor showcase. I didn't necessarily need it, especially if I was just going to the Union raid, but it's just nice to have everybody be the same level. So always appreciative. Shout outs to Ricky, right? We're going to be showcasing Mast and Anchor together because that's kind of what we've been waiting for, right? Obviously, I think Mast is a great character, but you do need her to be on the same team as Anchor. It's not by force. You could use her without Anchor, but the whole gimmick is that Anchor is kind of like meant to be used with, obviously, the Mast, right? So let's take a look and see what she does, because I forgot actually. But her whole thing is she kind of has the same kit as Mast, but it's just different effects of like proccing it. I've also, if I do sound sick, I'm not sick. A lot of people have been saying I've been sounding a bit ill lately. No, I'm not, I don't know, but I'm not sick, for anybody wondering. Anyways, the first skill, right, activates when entering a full burst, affects all allies, and obviously depending on how many times you enter a full burst, these effects will apply. So after 3 times, you're permanently having stat counts of debuff decrease, which is very, very helpful for Mast, right? You are guaranteed getting a distributed damage buff, which is good for Scarlet, and then you're also getting a HP potency increase for 5 seconds, which is, I guess, good for Anchor herself, because she is a healer, right? And then at the second skill, at the end of a full burst, affects all allies, and again, this is what you're getting after the full burst. A hit rate buff for 10 seconds, an attack buff for 10 seconds based on the caster's attack, and she is a supporter, and then reload speed by 31%. I think I said 27 seconds. You're getting a hit rate buff, but 7%, basically 8% at level 5. At level 5, getting an attack buff of 27%, and then a reload speed buff of 31% for 15 seconds, right? And then obviously, if you use the burst skill, it's the same thing as Marciana's, basically, where if your HP is maxed, you're going to have stored up heals, maximum of 46% of the caster's max HP that lasts for 25 seconds. Very good in my opinion. And then obviously recovers 30% of the caster's max HP as HP, and then also a damage buff. So yeah, Anchor is like, these two characters, they kind of just, you want them to be together. I really don't see any point of using them if they're not together, right? But I think this is like really going to be the team here. I don't want it to actually be I want it to be, we should be actually fighting a stage where Scarlet is type advantage, right? So this right here, right? Because Scarlet is going to be the only character really that's useful, that gets the full capabilities from these two, and then Mana works perfectly with Scarlet for obvious reasons, and then we can just put in Litter on the team. Like, we could have Red Hood Rapid. Okay, Xbox, forget Xbox. Okay, so we're going in there. Let's see what this is looking like. Is Scarlet going to perform crazy? We're going to see. Remember, she doesn't actually give a Anchor we're talking about. Anchor doesn't give a distributed damage buff until the second full burst. So until the third full burst for real, that's when we're going to see Scarlet really pop off with those buffs. My thing is, how efficient is it with the stun? If she can remove the stun efficiently for Mast, then that is going to be a crazy combo, because the biggest problem with Mast, in my opinion, is her stun. If she didn't have that stun, Mast would be a lot better. And obviously with Anchor, that's the whole point, right? I mean, the stun is not even all that bad, but it's definitely, okay, that's a lot of damage from, yeah. I mean, she's not really getting buffed from these characters now, but after like that second full burst, I want to say, literally after the second full burst, that's when you start getting these buffs. So boom, boom, Anchor used her burst skill. It's a very nice burst skill, actually. Very, very nice burst skill. And I like how they added that effect again of like the little zoom in, Gohan little like black screen background. You know what I mean? But yeah, now we are getting buffed, right? You guys can see that heal is crazy though. And then obviously remember, having a team like this, the HP potency that Anchor does give on her burst skill is helping out Mana as well, if you did not know that already, right? But now, not only are we fully stacked up with Mast here, which is very good for Scarlet, but we are also getting the distributed damage buff from Anchor. And oh, I didn't even realize this, but and when entering an ally, I didn't read this part. When entering a full burst with an ally from the same squad, she does end up healing every 1 second for 8 seconds. And Masked is on the same squad as her, right? But we're getting this attack buff right now from Anchor and the distributed damage buff from Anchor, on top of obviously getting all this from Masked, and then getting all this from Masked, and then getting all this from Masked as well, since I think we're using her burst skill right now. So yeah, Scarlet right now is at 428 million, and that's going from, did that say 61 crit, 58 million crit, 43 million crit, 400 and... Okay, but here's a moment of truth, right? When Anchor or when Mask gets stunned here, how well is Anchor helping out? Because the next burst skill, she's gonna get stunned. She's gonna get stunned somewhere here. Oh, I guess she just removed it. Oh, she just didn't get stunned? Yeah, I guess with Anchor, she just doesn't get stunned. Yeah. I guess with Anchor, she just does not get stunned. Oh, wait. Oh, this is when at the end of a full burst. So wait, does Anchor just make it that it goes from 2 to 3, 2 to 3, 2 to 3, rather than it like her getting stunned at all? And then like I think with Anchor just makes it that Mask doesn't even get stunned because she's decreasing it down to 2, right? So right now Mask is back at, oh no, she's still at 2 stacks. She should be at 3 stacks right now. I guess not. I don't know. She just, okay, so either she just doesn't get stunned, or Anchor is making it drop from 3 to 2, right? But right now we're at what? How many stacks are we at? We're at 2 stacks right now. So what happens here? Right, I just want to check Anchor again. I'm sorry, but Anchor, what do you do to remove this? So this is, okay, during a full burst. So during a full burst, we remove that. Ah, so Anchor, yeah, after the 3rd full burst, Anchor just kind of nullifies the stun. But we're at 2 stacks. So Anchor just makes it that she can't even get to 3 stacks then. That's kind of lame though. Other than that, what? Am I tripping? If Anchor is making it that Mask can't get to 3 stacks, that means we're never going to be fully stacked up. But then I guess that nullifies, because right there we should be at 3 stacks, right? But once we enter that full burst, that drops back to 2. My thing is, are we getting ×3 the buff? Like, are we still getting ×3 the buff, or did that drop as well? And we can actually see that. It will show distributed damage. It says 1 stack with 34%. What is this? Sorry, what? 34%? No, yeah. No. It's working. So we are getting to 3 stacks. And we're getting the buff of 3 stacks, but Anchor brings it back to 2. So Anchor is literally making it that Mask never gets stunned. That's very good. That's very good for Scarlet. That's so good. Because we're getting the buffs of 3 stacks, but because of Anchor, Mask is going down to 2, which means she can't get stunned, right? Because the only way she's going to get stunned is if she's fully stacked up and the full burst ends, right? That's how she gets stunned, right? Right here, if you guys read. When the caster reaches max stacks during the end of a full burst. By the end of the full burst, it's impossible, because during a full burst is when Anchor ends up removing. When you enter a full burst, she removes a stack debuff, right? And you can only get stunned after the full burst. So with literally Masked and Anchor, this combination right here is just like a crazy team. This is a strong team. Very powerful team. I want to go against the Kraken and see this, but this right here is a very, look, she's hitting a 200 million. Excuse me. 200 million. Scarlet, what? It's a powerful team, right? And then obviously you have heals from Mana, you have heals from Anchor, you have your support from Mask, you have your support from Litter, and then Scarlet's just doing way too much damage that it just doesn't matter. Anything after that point just does not matter. But yeah, this Mask Anchor combo is definitely like, yeah, that's a team. Like, if I would probably run this right here. If I needed like a solo raid team right here, this would work, right? That's crazy. Yeah, no, that's kind of crazy what they did for Scarlet there. 2.6 billion is crazy. Let's go against the Kraken boss. Actually, no, I want to save that for another video. I want to save this right here for the Kraken boss right here tomorrow, right? I'm curious, but you guys let me know what you think. Did you guys think that was crazy? I think Mast and Anchor, that combination is crazy. Mast and Anchor combination is like schoolgirl, bunny girls, schoolgirl combination. Literally, that's what I'm getting. Very good combination. I like that. That team was very, very nice. Healing and all that stuff was good. Not really too much support from that team in terms of like sustain, right? Because healing is cool and all, but healing isn't sustain. Healing is not going to protect you from damage, right? If I'm getting healed a lot, yes, sure, I can get healed a lot. But if an enemy ends up doing too much damage to me and at a rapid pace, the heals are not going to be enough for me. But other than that, very good support. But you guys let me know what you think. I really love that combo. That's crazy. Let me know what you think. I'm out. Peace.